Hello guys, welcome back to another video for Auntie and Phone. Today, for all the new people who are new to chess, because lately chess has been getting more and more popular. For all those people, we are going to be teaching them how to properly play chess and what all the different pieces can do. There are 6 different pieces in chess: the pawn, the rook, the knight, the bishop, the queen, and the king. There is king side and queen side. King side starts from the E side, from the E column, as you can see here, left. Like after that, like this. Queen side starts from the D column and to the other side. King always goes on the opposite color that it's on, and the queen goes on its own color. And this is how it's set up. I'm going to be walking you through all of what chess's goals are and what how all the pieces do. Now, there's check and checkmate. Check is when the king is threatened, and checkmate is when the king has nowhere to move. And the goal of the game is to capture the opposite piece. Now, let me show you an example of check. That is check. The king cannot move, but he can deflect it with another piece. For example, the bishop or the knight, or if he was dumb, the queen. But anyways, so now let's start talking about the number 1 piece, the pawn. The pawn is a piece that can move one or two squares for its first turn, and it makes up the entire front column. But after that, it can only move one space. Pawns can only kill diagonally, like this. And they also have a special rule called en passant, where if a pawn is next to an opposite colored pawn, if this pawn goes 2 squares after its first turn, it can take it like this. Now, here there's something else I want to show you all. Pawns, if moved like this, pawns can become any piece that they even want to. Okay. Next piece we have is the rook. Now the rook is a piece. I need to edit this. New analysis, set of position. So I'll show you. Okay, rooks are pieces that can go basically straight lines until they take an opponent's piece, or until they run into their own piece, or until they hit the edge of the board. Now that's the rook, but they also have a secret move. Okay, I'm going to show you all what that is. Okay, let's just move all these pieces out of the way. Also, if you can actually catch up with what I'm doing here, because I'm doing this at so fast. Now, after black moves, we can castle. Now that there's no pieces and the king, we can castle now. Now look at this situation. The king has not moved, so that we can castle. If the king has moved, we cannot castle. Castling is when the king moves 2 spaces from its original spot, and the rook goes next to it. It can castle queen side or king side. But for that, there cannot be a piece guarding one of the squares in the middle, or there can also not be a piece checking the king. And that king or the rook that they want to castle with shouldn't have had to move. Next, you have the knights. Now, the knights, basically, they move in an L shape. 2 spaces in one direction, turns straight, like 1, 2, and then turns 1. Like that. See, it basically is like an octopus. Not octopus, an octagon. And they're only, as you have saw from the first move, they can jump over other pieces. And they can also take the piece on which they land on if there's an opponent's piece. For example, like this. It can jump over. But then it would also get taken in this situation. So that's that. Now we have the bishops. Okay? Now here we have as you can see, there are two bishops on each side, one light square and one dark square. These pieces only go diagonally and they only stay on the color that they started on. For example, the light square bishop cannot go on a dark square. And same thing, dark square bishop cannot go on a light square. And they also only go diagonally. Now we come to the queen. The queen, we're gonna need a new analysis for this, so you can just see how overpowered this is. The queen is a absolute beast. Okay? It can go in any direction as long as it wants. Until it runs into an opponent's piece, or until it runs into an opponent's piece, or until it runs into its own piece, or until it reaches the end of the board. So basically, it's one of the most powerful pieces in the game, unless if you count the pawn. And lastly, we have the king. The king, I'm gonna show you a famous, one of my favorite openings called the Bong Cloud. Okay, ignore that. The king can move it can only move one block, one space. And the king has not had to move for castling too long. Also, let me show you something. Okay. Apparently, kings have a force field when they're running into each other. Okay. As you can see, one king cannot enter within one block of another king, like this. Okay. See, white king cannot go into these squares because it's within one block of black king. Okay. So that's simple chess. Now, probably so can you show us how to play? So, there's also being grandmasters and stuff, but we're gonna play against a computer for now. Particularly Martin. Rank points show how good you are at chess. Mine actually kind of sucks considering I started not too long ago, but now I'm better. Okay, so we're gonna show Martin. Now, remember, white starts first. White always goes first. So watch this. Martin is not the best about this. It takes a long time to move. Honestly, as you can see, also when you're going up, okay, see, now we can take this pawn because nothing is protecting it. Protecting is what if you take a piece, you have to check if the opponent's guarding it. Now, here we can do a simple check. Now, Martin would definitely block. It's really smart to block because you probably lose that. Now, we are gonna attack this. There's two pieces protecting, but there's a piece protecting my bishop. But 2 pieces to 1 is not good. So now we can take. Martin's probably gonna take. Yep. And now we can move with our knight. I'll show you a quick demonstration. Oh my god, this is so much. Also, knights can do a move called forking. Okay, and I'm gonna demonstrate by somehow helping my knight get over there. We are gonna need some serious help. I just hope that will be working. Dang it! My hoping was wrong. Yeah, Martin does play good moves sometimes. Okay, oh my god, don't take. Okay, now watch this. If you, as you can see here, there. Yep, Martin did not notice that I can take his queen right now. See, this is deflection. Now we can't castle because there's a bishop protecting one of the squares between here. So we have to get rid of that bishop if we actually want to castle. Now here, there's also like trading pieces, like where you do this, and then he will take.
He can't.
He can.
Oh, yeah.
He will. He would take. Anyway, now we have endangered one of his pieces. And now he's deflected us. So now we cannot castle still because of this knight protecting these two squares. And also that bishop is still busy protecting that, still protecting that. No, the other rook's protecting it. So we can take this. We took a pawn. He takes, okay, well he didn't take. And now I'm gonna show you an example. I'm gonna show you. Oh, never mind. I was gonna show you a checkmate. But anyways. So now we're gonna move that. Now we can't castle because it's our last rook. So we cannot castle. Now we can do this. Okay? There's two rooks here. And there's also a checkmate threat.
Actually,
because now this is checkmate. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Happy New Year's if you watch this late. But anyways, yeah, subscribe to the channel, please. So yeah, see you in the next video.